Okay, Reggie. I know you're cool with both these people, so I wanted to see if you had any thoughts or opinions about what's going on between Vlad and Glasses Malone.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. I know it's kind of old, so neither one of them probably want to rehash it. But I know Vlad been talking about it a little bit. I don't know what made him bring it up, but I know Glasses probably is like over it right now. So we're gonna call Glasses and get his opinion because I don't want to mess up my relationship with Glasses or Vlad, and so I'm just let Glasses respond because I don't like what's how it's coming out, and I really think Glasses probably could clarify it and clean it up because it's coming off like my boy Vlad, who y'all know I got a lot of respect and love for. Uh, but he called a black man to get a gun to go hurt another black man. And that's how it's coming off. And I hope that ain't what glasses or what had happened. But we're gonna get it from Glasses and let him clarify it. Because right now we only been getting Vlad's side of the story. So let me get Glasses on the phone and see what's up. Glasses Malone. What up, man? I'm calling you. Me and John, my boy on Ball First, we was just taping, and he asked me a question, and I said, he said, "What up, John?" So, man, I called you. I said, let me get Glasses on the phone, so we can get his side of what happened, because it making it seem like you bailed on your boy Vlad when he called you for some help. And I just want to see what happened in that situation, big dog.
I don't know, man. The way Vlad tells the story, I almost think I forgot what happened. I
Okay.
know I remember the facts, but his story sounds way more compelling. Now, his story sounds like, what's that movie with Keanu Reeves? When they killed his dog and they stole his car? John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah, John Wick.
So we call it Vlad Wick. Because when I remember the story, he was distraught. He was crying, asking for a gun. And he did not want me to go. I remember offering him to go. But then when I hear his story, his story is like way better. You know what I mean? Like ex-con scales a 2-story building.
Yeah.
Strong enough to punch him through a glass, but Vlad beat him up naked. He was nude and beat him up naked.
Well, we can't. None of us can dispute that. We ain't gonna dispute that. We ain't gonna get into that part. We'll let his story stand for that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying his story is better than my story.
Okay.
My story is just a fact.
Because you got to remember, this is a man that had a lot of respect for you, Glasses.
I got respect for Vlad. Like Vlad knows I fuck with him. I fuck with him now. That's why the song is compelling. It wasn't like, listen, in my mind, I felt like I handled his story fair. And like I said, his stuff he's saying kind of behind the scenes, like he's been mad at me for a long time, and I'm like, I just didn't understand it. And maybe I could have really got on the phone with him and you know what I mean, and politics it out a little bit better, or pulled up on him and be like, hey.
You did a song about it, Glasses. You called it Band from Vlad.
Yeah, because that's what it really, and that's not necessarily true, but it's just, that's what the energy felt like. And as a creator, it's just kind of
like you did the Tupac song. Yeah.
Sure, right? And it's like, so I mean, now listening to the song, I guess he could make himself, like I guess he feels there's a place that it makes him look bad. I didn't really see it that way. In my mind, at that time, I thought I was protecting somebody I fucked with from making a really bad mistake.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? That's how I really thought.
So you stand by he asked for the gun, not really as like a homeboy to go with him to meet with somebody.
Listen, man, there was nowhere in LA I wouldn't go. I used to hang out. He met me hanging out and shit.
Well, no, he pretty much said you didn't want to go, not out of fear. It wasn't that you didn't want to go out of fear or nothing.
But I'm saying I would go anywhere with Vlad. Like I never, like even on the second half of the story, when I tell the story where he got into it with one of Ross's partners that he ended up suing them people over, I was in the middle of that, making sure he was all right. Like, if I fuck with you, I stand with you. You know, I make sure you're all right.
Which that's one thing I always respect about you. Because when me and Norm, your good friend, was going through it, you always was like, Reg, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I always
Yeah,
respected
I'm
that.
not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna. So it ain't my style. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess at this point, I think maybe he took it as a disrespect or as an insult, and I think this is how he responded. But it was one of those things as a creator when you make it art. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't see how they feel about it. So I can't get that offended, but his story is way better. Like it's naked people fighting. It's like blood. He like wraps the sheet around him like a Greek warrior and walks outside triumphant. The police have to carry the barely breathing body of his opponent out. Like his story was dynamic. I enjoyed the story.
So you say there's a story? So you say it's not true?
Yeah, it's like
oh my God.
They beat nobody else. They come beat somebody else.
Well, that's after the fact. Now, shit, he's a millionaire. Now you got to protect your money. We don't know that. We don't know that.
I never seen a bodyguard with an interview. I don't know. It could be a new time, so I don't know.
Well, if you would have went through a lawsuit like he did with Rick Ross and all of that, maybe I don't know. Yeah. So you been glasses, man? You been good?
I know. Because look, man, like cause again, like everything I'm saying, like now, it's like, cause I even heard how you phrase the story as if I'm saying like, it was a realization that I'm like, damn, I would have gave you a gun if you would have been going to hurt another brother. Like, not saying your intention.
I don't think he said that. I just think other people. I think that's the main thing that in the comments they coming across. Yeah.
And I hear him rising, and I'm like, bro, that's like a minor part when you say as a creator, like, I came to a realization, but I don't know, man. I can tell, like, he talked about it a few times, so it's like, damn, okay, well, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I think it's bothering him because he looked at you as a friend.
But if he looked at me as a friend, Reg, he could have called me a million times.
That's true. Well, he said y'all spoke since then. He said y'all even did an interview since then.
No, but again, that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize it was a problem until different things he kept saying to people. And I would be like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know it was like that. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he came to the realization that I made the right decision by not giving him a weapon. To me, versus now, like, I guess he would position himself to where, he's successful in his field. And it's like, okay, well, I fucked you. He did me bad. And even when I heard him talking about it, with Jamar and even with Wack, it felt like he was hurt and bothered. And I'm like,
correct. That's why I picked up hurt. Like, not fuck G.
And we could have worked this simple thing right out. Versus over all these years, me kind of realizing you have a problem with me through hearing it from other people. You know what I mean? When you could have just called me like, nigga, I done brought you to the set, nigga, I brought you to watch. Like, I made, no matter what, I always made sure, you was all right. Like, no matter what. Like, so I agree with him. We were close enough to where we could have had a conversation. But now I have to react because it's like, okay, you're not coming out and saying it. You're not publicly saying it. You're only telling other people you kind of have a problem with this specific incident. So, it's like, okay, you handle it how you handle it. This is how I handle it as a creator. So, you know what I mean? Like, I get how he could be offended by it, sure. But in my mind, I thought I did a very honest job with expressing how I remember or how the actual facts. And his story is more like, why would you need somebody to go with you to meet a girl that you was just laying a pipe to after you just knocked her nigga on camera?
Well, because he was scared it was a setup. He thinks,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he know the guy was still in custody?
Yeah, because he said, how would he have got out there?
Okay.
I don't think somebody...
You bring up a good point there. Yeah.
I don't know if somebody used to be halfway to death naked. You was naked, so that means you was mounted on top of them naked, beating them halfway to death. And now you're scared to go get your wallet back from somebody who used to lay in a pipe to because you thought he got out and wanted some more of that. That just don't make no sense to me. So I don't know how people can hear that.
You must then watch Menace to Society. Did you see what Kane did to that boy when he came to his house?
Ooh, which one?
In Menace to Society, when Kane whooped on that boy that came to his grandma in them house. What did he do when he after he got his ass whooped?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, this is within, he called me right after the event. So whether you believe his story or what I'm saying as the story, this is within a couple hours. Like, you scared of the girl? Like, no, this dude came and just did a drop on you. The girl is trying to give you back your wallet. You just finished sleeping with her. Why would she be trying to set you up after you couldn't, employ nobody on somebody that they just, you just beat this man up naked. He don't want to talk to you again in life. That's what you said. You beat the man up and he was naked. And then the police had to get his halfway breathing body out of the thing into the police car. Like, nigga, why would you need help in that case? You are the man, nigga. You are triumphant. You are triumphant. You're the guy. So I swear, man, like, I'm not that, I don't really get involved in all this shenanigans. I try my best to stay out of it.
Correct.
And this one feels funny because it's a near dear, honest take of the story. So to listen to him, insinuate like that I'm possibly scared to go meet up with some girl of an ex-con that he just beat unconscious, and that one, I would have definitely not been scared of him. You beat him up, I would have not been scared.
And I don't think he putting it like, yeah. And like I said, I think the main thing they got him, not that he was scared, it was just that, like, he called you up foreign weapon to go and hurt a black man. And I think that's just what he's trying to protect. Yeah. Yeah.
When he hit me up, okay, factually, when he hit me up, he just wanted to piss. He didn't want my help because he was embarrassed.
Gotcha.
He didn't want me to go. Like, it was more, like, based off the facts.
Did he explain to you what had happened then?
Yeah.
And the story that he's telling now is not what he told you then about the incident?
Hell no.
Okay.
You imagine what I would have thought of Vlad if he would have told me he just beat a man unconscious naked. I would have thought Vlad was like, bro, really thought he was like part of the Russian mafia or something. Like Vlad, like you beat somebody unconscious? Like Vlad didn't have that kind of reputation for like hands or like, he kind of didn't really, imagine he would have told me that. Like, and think about it, it's 2006, 2007 Glasses Club. Like, so you telling me a story where you beat somebody unconscious and I didn't want to go, I would have went with you just to see if it really happened. Like, wait a minute, you beat, because I would have been so proud. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt about all the people that was around us at that time. You know what I mean? Like, if you not one of us, but you like carry yourself as a respectable man, you punching shit out, man, I'd have been so proud of Vlad. I'd have been proud. I was so disappointed when the shit happened with Rawson and that nigga punched on me. He didn't even fight back. I'm like, man, you know what I mean? That's how I knew I was justified in not giving him a weapon. I'm like, bro, you're not that type of guy. You can't convince me you are. And then you tell the story years later, and maybe you are. You know what I mean? But you definitely didn't tell me you beat the shit out of somebody and you needed some backup to go get your wallet. I'd have been delighted. I'd have been delighted, Reg, with you. Like, that's like DJ Warrior. Like, DJ Warrior knocked somebody ass out. I'm like, oh, I'm DJ Ski. Nah, I'd have been like, well, I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, Nick, you know what I mean? I'd have been proud.
All right, well,
so
I tried. Hey, hopefully y'all got the clarity on what happened to y'all. Y'all determined from there. Glass of Malone, man, as usual. Shout out to you, man, and always respect. Yep.